Hello guys, I hope y'all are having a fantastic night and ready to see some awesome paper crafting. I know I'm ready to make something pretty with you. So I have a little bit sad about a product that is leaving. It's called the envelope punch board, and it's something that I've just had for so long that I just never thought it would go, but it is a product that we sell. Hey Chris. And it is on the retiring list, so it's something that you want to go ahead and snatch up if you don't already have. Hey Dana Hobby. But first I want to show you some really pretty things while we're waiting for people to hop on. I want to give you a visual tour through the swaps from our team gathering. So this weekend, gosh, we had stamp club and team gathering. It was wild. Lots of fun opportunities to stamp. And as usual, my team blew me away with our creations. How are y'all doing tonight, Chris and Dana? All right, so I'm gonna see your answer here in a second. So let's just go through these pretty swaps. You can guess this swap is from Cindy Griffin because it's made with butterflies, and this uses a lot of new products. There's a new really pretty butterfly stamp set, some designer series paper. This is from the new catalog. Awesome, great. And some new ribbon, and you can see a new framelit that is a stitched nested die. So all these things are from the new catalog, and a lot of you guys received your catalog in the mail from me this week or at the team gathering. I'm glad you're doing good, Chris. So you can start ordering from that on June 2nd or 3rd. I can't remember. Dana can tell us. And or you can get be a happy shopper and order from it now. So that's the best option. All right. We have a gorgeous card. This stamp set is retiring, so you want to snap up this. I don't know who made each card. I usually know, but this is the Humming Along stamp set that is retiring. So I know it's one you'll want to get. Patience made this adorable card with the new cow stamp set, June 3rd. Thank you, Dana. And she's did some sponging here. Got to put white inside so you'll be able to see. This is a very cute card using Needlepoint Nook, which was really one of my favorite designer papers out of the catalog. And this is by Karen Robinson, and Karen made a cute little envelope to go with. Very cute. This gorgeous stunner of a card is made with the Everything is Rosy product medley, and it is heat embossed, folded, punched ribbon, but I don't know if you can see this rose gold detail here, but this medley is just out of this world. And this was made by Carol Bailey. Oh, it's a Mother's Day card. Very pretty. We have a new catalog item. Okay, oops, the catalog says June. It must be 2nd. We'll see what Dana comes. June 4th. Okay, June 4th. Well, anywho, it's June. So if you want to get your new stuff before June, then just get a Happy Shopper starter kit. So we have a gorgeous card made with the stamp set called Bloom to Grow. This is in the new catalog. I think Elizabeth made this card. I'm not certain. I made this little card, and it is made with the Sail Away bundle of products from the new catalog. And I don't know if you noticed, but I made a cute little knot, and that was not hard but not easy. Thank you. And it wraps around there, like the paper has that same kind of knot. And then my favorite product from the Occasions catalog, which is retiring, but this gorgeous can't remember the name of that stamp set, and that is from Rebecca Fox, that paper. All right, so we're gonna make a cute box with our designer paper tonight. So when we are ending a new catalog and starting another, oftentimes we get a little bit heebie-jeebies because we may have a little bit of leftover designer paper from the prior catalog. So let me just show you my box full of leftover designer paper. It goes on for days. So it's all of this pretty paper from the Occasions catalog. That doesn't stress me out because I know I'm going to use it. So, and this is one of the ways that I rip through my designer paper, is by making envelopes. So there's no need to be sad or worry about designer paper when it's left over. Just use it. So I just first want to show you how to make an envelope with the envelope punch board. You may already know how to do this, but if you don't, it can be kind of tricky. I remember the first time I got my envelope punch board out, and I left it in the box for probably a year because I was too scared of it. But I pulled it out and decided to use it, and I do not like to read instructions, but I could tell I was going to have to read the instructions, and I started reading and I was so lost. It was one of the only times that I actually went and found a video to figure out how to use the product. But it's actually pretty simple if you don't get in your head about it. So let's take, for example, we want to make an envelope to fit this pretty card. I got this card as a swap from our team gathering, actually. I can't remember who made that one, but it was gorgeous. Or maybe I got this in the mail. I have a lot of swaps going right now, so I really don't remember. You have one, but have never used it. So I'm so glad you're watching. Okay, we're going to learn how to make envelopes and boxes with our envelope punch board. Here's the box we're going to make. Isn't it cute? All right, but first we're going to make an envelope. So what you're going to do is first you're going to start with whatever card size you need. A standard card size is 5 1/4 by 4 1/4, which is right here. This is what size I used to make this envelope, and this is just your standard sized envelope. So 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. You can also see here they have an A2 size, which is a standard card, and that's just if you want a tiny bit of extra room in your envelope. But my card is pretty small, so it'll fit in there just fine. But you could use this measurement too. So I'm going to start with the 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 card size, and my paper needs to be 8 by 8. Okay, so I'm going to cut my paper 8 by 8. I've already done that for you. And then the next number you need to know is this number, the score line, and that's it. That's all you need to know. Okay, don't get in your head about it. So at this point we're going to take our paper and we're going to line it up here with the 3 1/2 line. Okay, and then punch. And then we're going to take, you can see there's a groove here. So we're going to take our tool. This tool comes with your envelope punch board right here. So remember, the 3 1/2 is the magic number, and we got that off of our scoring board. And then you're going to stick your tool in here and just run it down like this so that it creases. And then you're not going to look at these numbers anymore. Okay, now you're just going to turn, and I don't know if you can see on the video, but this is the score line that I made. And so we're going to line up the score line with this plastic notchy thing there. And all you're going to do is punch and score. Turn, line it up, punch and score, turn, line it up, punch and score. So you've gone all the way around and it looks like this. Alright, so now what you're going to do, and I don't know, you can see maybe better on the more monochromatic side where those score lines are. Hey Cindy Wood, All right, now once you figure out, let's just decide what way we want this envelope to fold. I kind of, with this paper, I want to kind of get, oh, that's perfect, because our little birds will show up. So I wanted to see which way it was going to go before I folded it. But now we're going to make an envelope out of it, and I want this to be the top of my envelope. So I'm going to, first I'm going to take, some people don't know this about the envelope punch board. If you stick your thing in here, up in the top, there's a corner rounder. So I think it looks better just to kind of finish off those corners. Okay. And then you're going to take a strong adhesive, because we're making an envelope here. It needs to not fall apart in the mail. So you're going to hold this flap down and just put some tear and tape on it. And Dana, it really just takes getting it out and just biting the bullet. I'm actually going to give this a really good burnishing with this scoring tool, because it's going to be a pretty envelope and I want it to close and lay good and flat. Alright, so I'm going to take this adhesive off. Now if you put the adhesive on this flap, then it's going to stick down to your envelope. So you want to put your adhesive on these flaps. And I like to have this coming up from the bottom because I think it looks prettier than that. So you're just going to take off your tear and tape and lay that down, just like so. And then you're going to stick your card in. And once your card is in, then you can, once it's in, if you know you're not sticking anything else in there, then you can put tear and tape here and really shut that sucker down. But since I may want to get this card out to show this again, I'm just going to simply use a glue dot to stick that down. But I wouldn't mail it that way because it needs to be pretty supremely stuck down. Now you may be wondering, Kay, how do I mail this? Because I can't write on these birds. Well, don't overthink it. Just get a simple address label that you probably have. Stick it down, and then you can write your address on your envelope so that it can be ready to go. So you're gonna put one there and then one here for your addresses. Alright, so you can rip through, since you're using 8x8 paper, you will rip through so much paper when you make envelopes for your cards, and then you won't have sad paper issues with not having used all your paper. So that's just your basic envelope punch board envelope, and you can just go through your cards that you made over the course of the Occasions catalog and make matching envelopes for all of your cards to wow your friends with when you send them those cards. Now we're going to make a pretty box. So I made this box ahead of time using the same suite of items, and I haven't even told you about it, but this is the newest, best paper you've ever seen. It's called the Ballad suite, and it's got gorgeous colors, gorgeous prints, kind of a watercolory look. And y'all, this is the paper as is. It looks like I watercolored it, but I didn't. It just comes this way. It comes this beautiful. So I'm on my second pack of this paper already, and we aren't even into the regular catalog period. This is just the pre-order period. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy some more. I love this one because I just love bold stripes. But then you've got these pretty birds and bird cages and feathers. So it's just a great pack of paper, and it has a coordinating stamp set. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to make this box, but I'm actually going to use a whole different set of designer series paper called the Sail Away Suite. So this first box that I made would be cute for, you know, a girly graduation present. You could stick a diamond necklace in there if you'd want. or you could do whatever, but I wanted to make kind of a more masculine version of this. So we're going to use our sail away paper, and I'll show you the different patterns here. We have, this just looks like a Nautica shirt. I love it. We've got some pretty olive tones, a little stripe, the knot paper with some cute table that looks like Wendy's. Cute paper that looks like a Wendy's table. We've got some, lots of pretty stripes and an interesting like undersea deal. I love the pink too, Dana, I agree. All right, so that's the Come Sail Away suite, and we are going to make this box with designer series paper. So we're going to use a piece of paper that's 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, and then we're going to well, let's just start with that. We'll do the bow in a second. So start with 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. Now we're gonna set, let me see if you can see both the instructions and the punch board at the same time. I would love a diamond necklace. Haha, me too, Dana. All right, so we're gonna put our paper in our punch board, and we're going to first set it at 2 1/4. Punch and score. And in this particular project, we're also going to scoot it down to the 3 mark, punch and score. So we're creating a 3D box, and then we're just going to turn it, line it up with that first score line, punch and score, scoot it down to 3, or that next score line, punch and score. And this works either way because it's a box, but if it were an envelope, you would need to not pay attention to this stuff over here. I'm gonna punch and score, punch and score, punch. So you're just gonna go all the way around, punch and score. And you've got this cute little situation going on here. Now, you can see kind of better the score lines on the other side that's less patterny, but you know me, I'm always going to use the pattern side. All right, so we're also going to use our paper snips to come in, and we're just going to snip this completely out. Just get rid of it. It'll just drive you crazy. This little tiny flap of a piece that we don't need. It just gets in your way. All right. Then you're going to use your scoring tool to score all those sides in, like so. And then let's check it out to see which way. I want it to go that way. So I'm going to go ahead and corner round this little section. And that's it. I'm going to leave the others as is. All right, so now we have a little box situation going on here. Get you back on the deal. Hey, Tracy Thompson. All right, so now we're going to take our box and we're going to just kind of close it where we think when it needs to look, and then I just open it back up, and I'm going to put, just like I did the envelope, I'm going to put my adhesive here and here, because if you put it here and you try to close it, that's going to like be on your nerves. So I just keep it, in order to remember where to put the adhesive, I just keep it all facing forward. Now, you're going to kind of get this folded back up and just hold it to where those pieces are going straight up. Stick that to itself. And then fold this down. Then you can stick your fingers in there to really get that good and shut. And then you're just going to I go ahead and put whatever treat I'm putting in here. Now, what I think would be fun to put in here is a box of these sail away trinkets. So these sail away trinkets are so cute. They're from the new annual catalog, and they go with this little box. Stick these in here. They fit perfectly. And then I'm just gonna close it with a glue dot again, so that you can easily open and shut it. But just like so. You've got your cute little box. You could also fit a chocolate candy in there. So those fit really well. So now we have a cute box. And you know, for a dude, you could leave it as is. You could just give it to him like that. But I think a bow made of paper is not too fancy, and I think it really works. I know the embellishments fit perfectly, and I just didn't even, I'm gonna trim that. I over folded it a little bit. They fit perfectly, and they were just sitting next to the box, and I was like, I wonder if those would fit in there, and they do. That would make a perfect download gift, wouldn't it? All right, now we're gonna make our bow. So this piece of paper is 10 by 1 inch. And this little strip is 1/4 by 1 inch. So I just walked it off the edge there and set that aside. Now what we're gonna do here is punch at 2, 5, and then 2. And I'll show you on here. So you're gonna first line this strip up with 2, punch, and then you're gonna flip and punch. Slide it down to 5, punch, and then flip and punch. And it doesn't, the numbers don't go any further, so we have to turn it this way and go line it up with 2, punch, line it up with 2, punch. So you punch at 2, 5, you punch at 2, flip 2, punch at 5, flip 5, turn it around, punch at 2, flip 2. It's not hard, trust me. So you've made this little cute box. Hey toy, how are you doing? All right, now you're gonna get your little scoring tool out, and you're gonna just use it to make this a little bit bowy. That's a word, bowy. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick a couple glue dots right here. This is the part that's not going to show on the bow. This is the inside of the bow. And then we're just going to we're going to fold this back on itself and bring it in. We're going to fold this back on itself and bring it in. Oh, I forgot something. To make the little notches on the bow, check this out. I had no idea that the envelope punch board would do this. Stick your 1 inch strip in right there and punch, and it makes this. That's something that I did not know. I'm doing great, Joy, until I watched a video about this. So I learned something today. So just line it up with a 1 inch strip right here, punch it, and you make your little bow edges. You can also cut them with scissors, but why would you when your machine can do it perfectly? All right, then you're going to take this little piece, and that is what's going to wrap around your bow to make it look awesome. That's your little wrap. Okay. Voila. And then I go ahead and put a couple of glue dots on here, because anytime you're going to stick something down to something, the more the better. And you're going to only stick this down to the top flap so that when someone opens this, they can still get their goodies out without destroying the bow. Does that make sense? So there. And we're not totally finished until we add a cute little anchor trinket right in the crook of that bow. Is that not adorable? I'm dying at the cuteness going on here tonight. I did practice with designer paper from Needlepoint Nook, So you can see that this would be another way to rip through all of your designer paper. And you know what? If you rip through new designer paper, guess what? I sell it, so you can buy more. All right. So remember, you can make envelopes with your designer paper, and you can make a jillion cute little envelope punchboard boxes with bows to keep things cute and beautiful right now. Let me show you a couple more projects that I made with this bird ballad paper. So actually, I did a wonderful swap in the mail, and I received this swap. It's just stunning, the coloring and everything, and the little nested framelits, so cute. Yes, it is adorable. Thank you. And then for my team, I had made these cute little treats. They are, of course, my favorite Hostess cupcake, just tied with a ribbon and tucked down in a cute little box. And all I did here was punch out circles with this designer series paper, make a cute little box, and stick a Hostess cupcake down in there. So anywho, I hope you enjoyed tonight's Facebook Live. I do want to remind you that, well, I want to tell you something. I am only $160 away from earning a trip from Stampin' Up! To Hawaii. So I have never earned it this early before. I am super pumped. My goal is to take my family, so I've got a few more months to earn some travel vouchers to take my kids and my husband. Well, my husband gets to go anyway, but I can earn more to take my kids. So it would excite me so much to be able to get to this goal by the end of this week. So I have a special on my blog right now that will post up after this, that orders of $40 or more will receive, so $40 or more will get some artisan pearls. So those are the really pretty colorful pearls. They will get 5 free cards and my Creative Stampers tutorial. And it has 8 gorgeous masculine projects with PDF instructions, and that will be emailed to you. So I hope that you'll help me get over that hump to Maui this week, and I will see you next week. When you order online, just make sure and use this host code so that you'll get your rewards. And oh, I'll be drawing for a prize tomorrow, and it is the candle embellishments. So you just need to comment on this video, and you need to make it to where other people can see it using the magic S word, and I would love it if you did that. Thank you. Bye. Yes, Father's Day. Bye.